Planning Commission Thursday, August 11th, 2022. Can I have a roll call?
Joe Chappell absent. Abe Gassenpour.
Here.
Aaron Rooney.
Here.
And Don McBride.
Here.
All right, we have a quorum, 3-0.
We gotta do approve the last minutes or something?
Yeah, all right, there's public comments, but I assume there's none
None of that, yeah,
except for maybe the item on the agenda.
wasn't here,
Yeah.
so.
So now we can go to approval of minutes. Yeah, it'll be basically you and Aaron.
A motion for,
All right,
Second.
perfect. Don McBride,
Yes.
Aaron Rooney,
yes.
perfect.
Do you wanna read,
I can read it, sure.
if you don't mind?
Yeah. It's PC application number 2211. It's discussion and possible action on a request for a special use permit to allow for a 180 square foot accessory structure in the side yard for a property located at 319 Wagon Trail. I'll go on into my staff report. The current code we have states that any residential accessory building, whether a building permit is required or not, that will be located in front of the farthest rear wall of the main residential structure on the property shall require a special use permit. So that's obviously why we're here, because it basically says you can have it in the backyard, but if you're gonna put it in the side yard, or again, anything in front of the farthest rear wall of the house, you require a special use permit. In addition, I was going to point out that there are other criteria that go with any accessory structure. Our code limits the size to 50% of the livable area of the primary structure, or 850 square feet, whichever is less. There's a maximum of 2 accessory structures you can have on any given property. And then there's also a lot coverage issue that comes in on every residential lot, which is 25%. As I indicated in the introduction, it's a 180 square foot accessory structure, and their house is, I think I had it here, it's approximately, I think their house is approximately 2,800, or around 2,500 square feet. The livable area is a little less, but so size-wise, it's not an issue with the code. The other thing with the 25% lot coverage, they're allowed a maximum of 2,803 square feet, or basically a building footprint. The house is about 2,500 square foot total right now with garage and everything. So even if they have the accessory structure, it brings it up to about 2,680 square feet, which is 24%. So they don't exceed lot coverage. So really the consideration here is, again, the location. The rest of the criteria has been met. The only thing, you saw my staff report in that, and there's a number of factors for every special use permit for the most part. Most of them pertain to parking. Parking's really not an issue. It's really in terms of the location and probably compatibility with the neighborhood. I will mention that this is an area that does allow metal accessory structures. They're not proposing that. It's going to be your wood-sided type. A picture of a similar type building that they're looking at was provided. I will end with staff did not have any issue with the location and recommended that the special use permit be approved. However, we are recommending 3 conditions. One, that the accessory structure and fence must be located at least 10 feet back from the front of the garage. And that's mainly to keep compatibility with the neighborhood. There's a house to the south that has a fence about that location in that, so it'll just help with compatibility. The site plan was kind of hard to read, but you'll see that they were proposing to have the shed behind a fence in that. The other is the accessory structure can only be located along the south side of the existing home and must meet a minimum of 5-foot setback from the south property line, which is a minimum code requirement. And then finally, a building permit is required and must be obtained prior to placing the accessory structure on the property. So with that, I'll give it back to the commission. I did provide a picture of the property and then also the portion that's more on the south side of the house where they're proposing it. There are other, I think even across the street, if I remember right, they have an accessory structure that's on the side of their house. All of them that were out there would have been prior to the current code. The current code didn't come in until about 2018, I think is when it came in place. So anyway, leave it back to the commission if you have any questions. The applicant is here, and then there is public here that may want to speak.
Is this the picture of the structures?
Yes, that's the proposed. Yep.
What are the actual dimensions of the structure?
It's a 10 by 18.
10 by 18,
Or 16? Oh, okay, it's a little smaller.
160 square feet.
Yeah, so 10 foot wide, 16 foot long. I thought it was a 10 by 18.
I guess I missed it.
That's fine. Yeah, it isn't gonna make that big a
I
difference.
probably missed it, but did you say it's going behind the fence or in front of the?
No, behind the fence,
Behind the
yeah,
fence.
yeah.
We're having to extend the fence up and over.
If you like, if you could come up to the mic. Thank you. Appreciate it. No, you're fine. It's just so we get it all on the recording.
You want to state your name,
Alan Baker,
where you live?
319 Wagon Trail, Guthrie.
I mean, you clarified it anyway, it's going behind the fence, so I missed it when he read it. I don't have any comments.
No, I don't either. Questions?
I'll make a motion for approval.
I'll second.
Well, first, I was gonna say, there's public here, so if they would like to speak, we'll give them an opportunity.
I mean, it's a little.
Nobody? Okay.
Okay.
Now you can make that motion.
I'll make a motion for approval. I didn't.
With the three.
With staff conditions?
But that's, yeah,
Okay.
the recommendations.
I'll second.
Second, all right. Don McBride,
Yes.
Abe Gassenpour,
Yes.
Aaron Rooney.
Yes.
All right, 3-0. And it is a special use permit, so it will go to the city council, the first meeting in September, which I believe is the 5th or 6th, let me look. But it'll go to them for final approval. This is a recommendation, so this recommendation will be passed on to the city council.
So it's the same thing with the city council?
Yep. Yep, and it will be September 6th.
Do you
Yep.
have to bring anything special?
Nope, pretty much like you did tonight. Be ready in case there's any questions.
Who's building your building?
Better built.
Better built?
And then the fence people are real good. If you
Yeah,
know who they
yeah.
are first.
Only reason I asked, I was considering having one built.
Oh, yeah, they're
They're
called
good people.
around, and they're good people, and they're good quality
Yeah.
at less money.
Yeah. I'll have to call. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome, thank you.
I guess,
Staff comments. I was just gonna mention, I didn't know if you guys knew that Dalton had to resign from the planning commission because he moved outside the city limits, so that's why he's no longer on the commission. Hopefully, maybe at some point he'll move back and we might be able to get him on, but that's why we're down to 4 members right now. We did get a couple applications in, so hopefully in the near future, we might have another applicant or another commissioner.
I guess we're adjourned, huh?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.